Weather's getting warmer. Let's pack up, go for a trip. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Zach. I'm a retired soldier who got back into motorcycling after about 25 years out of the saddle. And these are my adventures. Right now, it is 10:20 at night, February 19th. And I'm sitting in the garage with the door cracked and a fan going because I'm hot. A couple of weeks ago, we had snow in southeast Georgia. Now we've got the air conditioner on in the house. Crazy. I'm procrastinating because, yeah, it's 10:20 at night and I'm leaving in the morning for a trip and I haven't packed anything yet. So I had a request from a subscriber, Anthony Tarlano. This is for you. He requested a walk around of Betty here, and specifically with the Mustache guard. But we'll talk about what I've done for it so far in case you've never seen this channel before. Again, if you are new here, I'm Zach, but this is Betty. This is my 2024 Heritage. Named Betty for obvious reasons. I couldn't get away from it, man. I didn't want to name her Betty. That wasn't the plan, but that song just kept going through my head every time I got on her. And I said, you know what? That's it. You're right. You're Betty. Betty, when you call me, you can call me Al. My neighbors probably think I'm crazy. They may be right. Let's do the walk around first. Then I'll show you what I'm throwing in my bags. All right, so this is my 2024 Heritage Classic, Betty. She's really dirty right now. We had some rain. I rode through some rain a couple of days ago. Haven't washed her yet, and I figured, you know what, we're getting more rain tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going camping when it's going to be raining, but whatever, I'm going anyway. There's no point in washing this just to go back out in rain and go camping, so we're not going to. All right, there's your walk around. I'm kidding, we'll talk about it a little bit more. The first thing I did when I got Betty here was custom dynamic lights, turn signals, front and rear. Change those out. Pretty soon after, I don't remember the order. I could probably go back and look at my videos. This is the Hogworks lay down license plate. This has been on not long. It's not quite a year, but it's been on for a while. No problems with this. I mean, there's no moving pieces, but the material is all in good shape. The only thing I've noticed is the black screws in there are kind of rusted. So that did rust, and I could fix that. I just haven't yet, so it's not bothering me too bad. I do believe the cheaper ones you find on Amazon look like the same thing, man. A little bit cheaper. So if you're not worried about the name on it, you may want to look at the ones on Amazon because they look the same. Oh yeah, Avon grips, diamond grips. Did Arlen Ness shorty levers and Arlen Ness mirrors. Did the Harley-Davidson flush mount fuel cap. I did originally put a Hogworks flush mount fuel cap on here, and I don't want to say any bad things, but it didn't work out too well. There's a video if you want to see it. We ran along. Did the red Screaming Eagle plug wires. Not any performance, just want a little bit of color on there, a little bit of flash. All right, then we get into the good stuff. Did S&S Stinger teardrop air cleaner intake. Did Cobra 909 speedsters on here, and then I put an FP4 tuner on it to finish that out on the other side. I mean, I changed out a derby cover. I'll show you that. Yeah, I'm probably going to go back and put the Willie G skull on it. I don't have a Willie G skull on here anywhere, and that just doesn't really match the vibe of this, I think. So I'll get Willie G and put them on there. Oh yeah, so the mustache bar. Let's get down here. Hopefully you can see it. Let me get some different angles of it. So yeah, this is the Harley-Davidson Mustache bar. I was kind of back and forth between the Hogworks bar and the Harley-Davidson. They look very similar, or maybe even the Amazon ones. I don't know. I've heard some bad things about stuff coming off of those. But I did pay the extra money and go with the Harley-Davidson one for a couple of reasons. I got this at my local Harley-Davidson dealer, and they worked with me really well. Those guys are great. If you're in the area, go check out Savannah Harley-Davidson. But also, it wasn't, I guess, too long after the debacle with the Hogworks flush mount fuel cap, and I had a little bit of sour taste in my mouth from that. However, I do plan on getting some of their parts again. Thinking about getting the color match touring saddlebags for a Softail. I don't know yet because those are expensive. And I just saw, again, from Minnow Moto, a much less expensive version. So I may go that route. We'll see. Oh, as far as putting this thing on, the mustache guard, it was easy. It's the one thing I've done to the bike that I did not film and do a video for because I was like, it's 3 bolts. Nobody's going on to see that. Well, it turns out they would have because they would have seen me cussing at it. It was an easy install. It's only 3 bolts. You got to pull some plugs out and then screw it back on. The only problem I had was, I left everything loose until I got all 3 in, but that 3rd bolt, I had a really hard time getting it into position and getting that threaded correctly and not getting it cross-threaded. My wife had to come out and help me hold the bar in place and stuff, and I finally got it with a few choice words directed in this direction. So yeah, I should have filmed that because it may have been entertaining anyway. But, so I didn't film that, and then several people have asked me like, hey, what's going on with the mustache bar? So yeah, that's it. 3 bolts, and this thing's sturdy. I kicked my feet up on it, ride out. And it has come in handy because as I've been working on tighter turns, yeah, I've dropped her a couple times. I mean, you don't know where that threshold is until you get to it, right? Well, now I know. And I'm sure that won't be the last time because I'm trying to get that tighter and tighter. But yeah, got a little scratch on the other side of it. Nothing too bad. I should get some touch-up paint and put on there. I just haven't. Well, that's all I have to say about that. Now on to the packing stuff. I'm only going one night. I don't need a whole lot of stuff, but I am going tent camping. So the one time I've done this before, I did a video on it, and I talked about 4 things that I'll take with me the next time. And I'm going to go through because I did it very frugally. You'll see. So the first thing was sleeping mat. This is what I used last time. It's the old sleeping mat. The old Army sleeping mat. That was fine when I was 25. It's not fine at 49. Not for me anyway. I'm getting out of shape. New sleeping mat. This is supposed to inflate up to like 4 inches thick. We'll see. I've never used anything like that, but I do like that it packs up real small. I'm not even going to tell you the name of it or anything right now because I don't want to advertise for them if I get out there and this thing sucks. So if it was okay, I'll leave a link in the description. If there's no link in the description, you know it sucked. But I did get it off Amazon for like $20, $25. I don't remember what it was. But again, more to follow. Coffee. Last time I ran out of coffee, my 2nd morning. Started getting headaches and stuff, man. I'm a coffee fiend. So again, if I can't fill up my thermos, I got to have some caffeine. I got to have some coffee in the morning. I found this instant coffee. I don't know anything about this company. Not promoting them, but I found this online and it wasn't too expensive. And I think it's got something like 300 milligrams of coffee or 300 milligrams of caffeine per packet. A few of those, I should be good to go. I need to see if Black Rifle has something like that. I bet they do. Again, more to follow. Boots. I was hiking around those rocks and stuff in the last camping trip. Man, boots weren't cutting it. Genuine government issue. Only the finest. Mess kit. Because I do plan on, you know, throwing a piece of meat over the fire. I'm not a total savage. I need something to eat with. So I wanted to get like a mess kit. I didn't, again, because it just wasn't right there. But you know what it is? Fancy paper plates and an old fork that my wife won't get too mad if I lose. And that's it, folks. That's the only new stuff I got for this trip. Everything else is the same. Duffel bag, everything waterproofed in Ziploc bags. I did get one more new thing. And that was actually $12. Probably not needed, but if those things are quick and easy, cool. Again, it's supposed to rain. And it's been kind of wet, so stuff's probably going to be damp. All right, that's it. Just wanted to check in, let you know, hey, I'm going on a little trip. It's not a big one. It's not up in the mountains or anything. It's still a little cool up there, but we got some warmer weather, and hopefully I can dodge the rain and get out and ride a little bit, see an old friend, check out another state park, get out in nature for a little bit. Just get out by a campfire, listen to the sounds of nature, relax. All right, folks, wherever you are out there in the world, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe and healthy and all that stuff. Hopefully you can get out and ride a little bit too. If you like what you see, please consider hitting that thumbs up, maybe even subscribe. All right, folks, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Later.